Hello, hi, good morning, everyone. I hope you all doing well today. So my name is Faizul, and I'm glad to be here with you in this learning journey together. So today we are going to the payroll webinar training. So before we dive into our agenda for today, so let's go over a few ground rules to ensure that our session runs smoothly and everyone get the most out of our time together. So now let's jump into our agenda with this principle in mind. Alright, so first, before we join the webinar, so participant may ask question anytime during the session, but will be chosen in the Q&A session after this. Alright, so address by trainer during the Q&A session. So second presenter will answer question during the Q&A session only. And next is participant will not able to talk during the training. However, chat box is always open during session. Next is for any question that the presenter was unable to answer during the presentation, the answer will be shared via email by following week's Monday morning, right? So this is the agenda before we begin the training. So this is the training outcome. After end of the training, by end of the training, you should be able to first have method using employee self-service. Second, the company policy configuration. Third, the HR flow to process a payroll. Right, so next, the method of download file, bank file and statutory file. Next is the HR report. Last one is a log payroll period. Alright, so this is the HR process flow. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this one. So first, we go to the employee self-service. Second, we go to the setting. Third, we go to the log attendance. Fourth, we go to the process payroll. And next is download bank and statutory file. The last one, we view the report. Alright, so this is for the first one. This is for employee self-services, which is login to WOSI to view and download payslip and EA form. Navigate to the right menu, My Payroll, payslip. Alright, so are we going to show you directly from the system where is it? Alright, so go to the first. You need to log in your email and password. I think before you join the training, I think you already received the email to the email invitation to create a password. Alright, so once you already create the password, just go here, this login. This is the login for web portal. Enter your email, enter your password, and click login here. Right. So once already click login, so the first page, let me share my screen through the system. Right, so this is the first page you're able to view it. Right. So if in the web portal, if you want to see your payslip, is go to here, payroll, my payroll, and click payslip. So this is the payslip from the web portal. But no worries, in the phone also you're able to view the payslip on this one. Okay, so this is the payslip. Right. So if you want to view your EA, so just click the payroll. And select EA form here. Right, so this is your EF form. Right, so this is the EF form. Okay, so this one from the your end or employee side. So you just go to my payroll. So payroll, my payroll, payslip, my EF form. So they can view their payslip and or EF form. This one. Okay. So this is for the employee side. All right. So we go back to our slide. Okay. So now we already cover for my payroll and my payslip. So you can able. So this is the example from the phone now. So you can able to view from here, and this is the uh, format PDF on this one. Okay, so no worry, from the apps you can able to download. So from there you can download your payslip via apps also. So via apps will show you in the PDF file. Okay, right. So this is the screenshot just now I show you where to go to view the payslip PDF form. Okay, the next is for the setting. Right, so this setting is more focused for do the payroll policy, payroll item, and next is a payroll payment submission. That means the person allowed to download bank file as secretary. And last one is a payroll figure tag on. Okay, so this is the screen how to go to the setting for payroll. Right, so I'm going to show you where is it. Okay, so first we go to the setting. Let me direct show you from the system. All right, so first we go to the setting here. There's a setting button here. Can you click setting button and then go to the payroll. All right, first we go to the payroll policy. Okay, so this is the payroll policy. All right, so usually it's already create on behalf of you, but if you want to setting based on your own policy, it's okay. You just click here and you just maintain the setting or just set from here lah. Okay. All right. So if you have your own policy, it's okay. Just click a new button here and please enter your policy name. All right. So next is a general. So this is a general is based on working day need to refer. Is that based on calendar days or based on your attendance schedule? So if let's say you based on attendance schedule, make sure the attendance have the schedule. If you don't have any schedule, right, so the attendance, the salary will prorate on this one. So this one you can, this one is a depends your company policy. All right, so click, here is a click and select any day types or to be included in the working days. So you can include, or if you want to exclude, no need to include on this one. So if you want to include, just select Saturday, Sunday, and holiday. So means when you calculate the salary or maybe resign or new joiner, you want to include everything means include off day, rest day, and holiday. So this can, yeah, right? So if you don't want, no need to click. Negative net, just remain negative value lah. So for the payroll rounding method, yes, so just maintain for 1 cent. So this is the suggestion from system lah. So just follow here only, right? So below here is for the salary. Okay, so this is for the calculation for the new hire employee. So this is for the salary. So this is setting for new hire and resign employee. So here you can able to set as a custom divide by how many days. If you want to do the custom, if you want to do the calendar month, means we follow based on calendar month lah. Same goes with the resign employee here, right? So this one for the increment. So we have all and new salary. So this is where automatically system will detect the increment and salary here. This one. So this is for the paid in lieu. Mostly this is the formula for paid in lieu. Alright. So below here is for the bi-weekly. So bi-weekly means you have pay 2 times salary in the same month. Alright. So you can able based on cut off or you based on percentage full salary lah. So how many percent? 50% or 20%, 20, 80, 50%. So you can put here for percentage. Cut off means we follow based on your cut off period. Alright. Okay, so this is for the overtime. Okay, so this is for overtime. So usually by default we put the 200 hours lah. So but this one is depends on your company policy also on this one. So some of the maybe you can put divide by 195 hours or maybe more than that or below than that. So also you can set from here. Right. So this one we have option for enable maximum overtime hours per month and also for the maximum overtime amount lah. So but this one it depends on company policy. By default it's a disable lah. But let's say your company have do like some special requirement or something you want to maximum for apply OT at that month, so you can enable this function. Right. So earning overtime formula based on which period is that based on earning cut off or salary cut off? So usually we are by default it's a salary cut off lah. So this one is a more important actually. So please do the maximum entitled for how many ringgit for the OT. So maybe you want to set as a 4,000 and below only. So you can put here 4,000 basic salary and below. So we need to say only the OT pay will sink is based on the salary is 4,000 and below. So it depends on your company practice also on this one. Okay. So this is for the overtime. Here for the leave. Okay. So we have three. First, unpaid leave. So unpaid leave means the unpaid leave calculation on this one. So this one, let's say you want to deduct based on unpaid leave. This is the formula. So this is for unpaid for the time off. Last one is for the encashment. So encashment means a balance leave you want to pay to the employee. Right? Okay, next is for the employee self-service policy. Right, so this is for the payslip availability. We have three options here. First, immediately means once you already process the payroll, everything done, today will appear the payslip. So fixed date. So fixed date, if let's say you want to put 1 day after payment month or 1 day after payment payroll month, depends on your practice. 1 day after means today you already done everything in the payroll. Next day will automatically payslip will send it to you. Okay, so this is a relative date. So relative date means usually we are using for the after payment date. Let's say your payment date, you process the payroll, right? The payment date you put the maybe 28 or 29. Okay. So when you put 1 day, this one is 1 day after payment date. So means you run the salary 28 August for payment date, then 29 will get the payslip on this one. Right. So this is the card info display. So usually I will enable all, but this one is depends your practice lah. you can disable also, no issue, right? So if you want to notice you already received the payslip, you can turn on the notification, email notification for payslip. Next is for the required acknowledgement. So let's say you require employee to acknowledge their payslip, you can enable this one. And also we have the required field first and last name, right? So means you need to put first and your last name before you view the payslip. And last one is auto reminder lah. So usually we are using the first one, but it depends also your practice. Okay, so here below is for the bonus. So this is a bonus cut-off range. Okay, so usually this is the default from the system. Salary for bonus based on based on salary cut-off, or maybe you can use the cut-off start date or end date. So depends on your practice lah. Usually we are using the cut-off range for the salary. So next is a product based on what? Is that calendar days or attendance schedule? So if you want to attendance means we follow the attendance schedule. Calendar, we follow the calendar days lah. So month of a service for bonus based on confirm or hired. So depends. So usually we are using the comfort date lah. Confirm date or higher date, it depends. And then you can put minimum month of service to entitle the bonus. Is that 1 year, 2 year? So you can put here. So employee that not entitled for bonus, yeah, you can put the resign lah. Usually it's a resign. And also let's say probation still don't have any bonus, you can tick the probation. So means any staff state of the probation side will not get the bonus. Okay. So this is for the bonus calculation. Next. Okay, so here is a cut-off period. Okay, so we have a certain function here. All right, so this one, so for enable statutory consolidation, so means this one, if it's, let's say disable means, let's say you have two different pay cycle. Maybe first two different recycle, but the statutory part will based on the first we separate statutory, but end of the day or when you generate the TXT file, statutory file will combine it as one. Okay, if you enable this one, so means let's say you run for cycle A, you already run, but statutory we won't deduct from there. It will deduct through under the end month. So which means last month lah, last cycle. So means end month. Okay. So this one is for the payroll cycle. Usually we are choose for the month end here. Okay. Alright. So this one enable process unlock attendance. Okay. So if you don't want to lock your attendance, okay, so you can enable this one. So no need to lock the attendance before you process the payroll. By default, usually we need to lock the attendance because we want to sync all the OT, maybe time off, early out, so maybe lateness, so need to perform log lah on this one. But we have another option, you can enable process unlock attendance. So means no need to log, but you can directly see, pull the attendance data, the payroll, when you process the payroll. Okay. This one is option. If you want to disable, also can. If you want to enable, also can. No problem. Alright. So next is a process claim by. Usually it's a approved date lah for the claim. Let's say you want to sync the claim module. They already apply the claim and then they want to sync the app to the payroll. So make sure you need to use based on the transaction date or approved date. Usually I'm using for the approved date. Okay. Next is a put absent into the unpaid payroll item. So you need to put where is a payroll item here. Alright. So none. Full none means in the attendance show none. Also you want to deduct in the salary, you can select the payroll item here. Right. So this is the late in, early out. If you want to sync to the payroll, so please enable this function. Okay. And last one for full absent and none also need to enable here. Right, so if you enable, please select the payroll item. If you didn't select the any payroll item here, so if you active, didn't select, so it won't sync to the your salary on this one. Okay. All right. So next is for the this is for the bi-weekly cut-off period. If let's say your staff have pay 2 times in the same month, so you need to select this uh setting from here lah. If you don't have, but based on monthly, so below here is for the monthly cut-off. Alright, so by default is this one. And please make sure the pay cycle you need to select lah. Usually it's a month end lah on this one. Okay, so let's say your overtime is based on previous month and current month. So example, so previous month I put my cut-off is 21 and current month is 20. So this is example, let's say your cut-off is previous month and current month. Okay. So let's say your OT is based on previous month, full month, previous month. So first you need to put first and change to the previous month and put the until 30 and please select the month end here. Okay. So this is for the previous month. So means your OT pay, example, payroll August, OT pay by July. So please do like this setting. If they say your cut-off OT based on uh, previous month until current month, so please choose for the previous month, which date, or which is it 20, 25th or 2023. So example, I put 21 until current month till this month, and till for the 20. So when you run the payroll and you need to, let's say, for example, you need to log based on your cutoff in the attendance there, for especially for overtime lah. And also unpaid shift and claim also you can set as a current or like this one lah. It depends on practice on this one. Okay. Alright, so this is for the monthly cut-off period. Okay, next. Alright, so here is a condition. Conditional means you need to put or select, maybe you can filter based on company. Is that for all everybody are using this same monthly policy? Or maybe for certain only, you can filter from here. Or you can manual selection here. Which employee will follow this practice for the policy there. Okay, so you can choose, or all is using the same. So okay, you can select all available user and click next here. If let's say your site is a filter based on branches or something, you can choose here the filter, and then you can for example I put based on branches, and can I select only for Johor only example, and click next. So system will based on 5 selection only, and then this is 5 employee will follow this company, or sorry, for the payroll policy. Okay, so if you have any or something you want to different policy, maybe some of people is a different cut off for salary, everything. Some of the people based on current month policy, so you can create more than one policy on this one. Okay, so please, if you create the more than one policy, make sure employee you selected is correct lah. So maybe if you didn't, let's say for example, this employee is a policy A, but suddenly wrongly put in name in under policy B. So please make sure the name is you selected based on policy A or B. The employee is correct lah. Okay. So if you're not correct, then system will not allow you to run the payroll. Okay. So this is for the example. Alright, so here is for the setting for the payroll policy. Okay, so this is for the monthly. So we have the daily and hourly. Right, so daily, if let's say your staff have, uh, let's say for example, you have staff was pay by daily, right? So this is the setting. Okay, similar with the monthly, but not all selected or certain only like this one now, overtime, based on overtime, and also for the leave also for time off. So employee self-service policy for payslip, same with the monthly. All right, continue. All right, so cut off also same with the monthly. So both hourly and daily is same, similar with the monthly for the cut off period. Cut off period is the same. Only for the general setting is a different lah on this one. Okay, I show you the hourly. So like this one. So this is for the hourly. All right. So hourly we have also similar with daily, but we don't have any for the setting formula for overtime lah, because this one is based on hourly. So we follow based on hourly. One hour, how many ringgit per get? Same goes with the overtime on this one. Okay. All right. So this is for the payroll policy. It's okay if you have any question at the moment, so you can drop in the Q&A question. So I will answer you after our training lah. Okay. All right. So next we go to the payroll item. Right. So payroll item usually we call for the earning, deduction, overtime, unpaid, saving fund, or leave encashment. So usually if you want to create a new allowance, you want to put in any allowance, please go to the setting, payroll, and payroll item here. Okay, so this is for the payroll item. Alright, so first, if you want to add a new payroll item, or maybe we call the earning or allowance will get, so please add new here. Please enter the name, code, this one category if you have. Default maybe if you have a fixed allowance, right? So for the default amount, no need to put. Maybe you can put under the fixed transaction there, or maybe you want to use the daily allowance. Okay, so you don't need to put the amount. So this is the rounding. So option up, down, nearest. What is the rounding? So usually it's a none lah, but it depends on company practice. Right, so we have the product deduction for employee, which is for new joiner, resign, unpaid. Okay, so ORP means if you want to include the calculation, this allowance will include the calculation. So unpaid leave, overtime, or paid in lieu. Alright. Alright, so we have the product deduction based on calendar month, working day, or custom, or depends. Okay. Alright, so include in the EPF monthly wages, include the income tax base. So this one, if you want to this allowance, you want to put the EPF monthly wages lah. So usually it's we disable lah, because we already have here option here. You can tick KWSP, Perkeso, EIS, or HIDF. So this one is it depends on the your company policy also. So somehow the allowance not include in the EPF calculation also. So it depends. Right. So government statutory, we have the tax category. If let's say this one is TP2 amount, so please select maybe petrol card, toll, or traveling petrol claim. So this one you can able to, usually it's a standard line. If for TP2 is a traveling allowance or petrol card or allowance here. Right. So this is the EA. This is the EA list. Which EA will appear for this allowance lah. You can choose section B1, B1A, B1B, B1C, D, E, F. or maybe benefit in kind. So this is the category based on the EA form lah on this one. Right. So this is how to create the payroll item. Alright, so we have deduction. The one is earning means we give allowance to the employee, and we have deduction. So with deduction, we for deduction, usually we are using for we deduct the salary lah, which is for unpaid leave, maybe for the others deduction. So maybe loan, or maybe you want to put any special deduction, let's say sport club or something that one, right? So you can click from here. So the setting is similar with the earning on this one. Okay, so overtime is a default. Usually it's a default from system already create on behalf of you. Except if let's say you have any for the payroll item for OT, no need to worry because this one is a default from the system lah. Okay, and also if let's say you have maybe you want to create another pattern for payroll item for the overtime, you can create, no issue. But in the overtime pattern in the attendance setting, right? So make sure you need to select the payroll item is correct. So make sure on this one. Okay. So next is unpaid leave. Usually it's for this one. We have the saving fund. Usually for PT and retirement. Maybe you have the retirement benefit or saving fund. So usually it's for the saving fund only lah. So the last one is a leave encashment. So leave encashment also we already create on behalf of you, but it depends. If you want to set or maybe you want to adjust, you can adjust from here. Okay. So this is for the payroll item. All right. So next, we go to the last one is for the payroll payment submission. All right. So payroll payment submission means for the certain employee, we have the access to generate the bank file. Usually it's a bank file. Okay. So how to create? So first, the name of company here. Okay. So here you can add edit and you can add the admin. So which admin will allow to generate the bank file. So this one it depends your practice lah. So this one we have an option. So maybe admin but cannot generate the bank file. So only certain employee only or maybe certain admin only can able to view and generate the bank file. So here is a setting. You can choose whoever can generate bank file. Maybe certain employee will generate bank file lah. So you can add from here. You can select the name, who is a name, and click add button admin here. Okay. So this is for to assign for certain employee will get the to allow generate the bank file. Okay. All right. So this is for the setting payroll item. Payroll payment submission. All right. Last one is for the PFTO. So PFTO usually if you want to key in the previous data. So usually for the PFTO, we are using for, let's say, you have a new joiner. The previous company have the data to key in the data from the system lah. So here is for the we're going to show you where is the PFTO. So first we go to the transaction, payroll, transaction, payroll figure tag on. Alright, so this is like similar with the EA form. Okay, but this one will affected your mostly it's for the PCB calculation. Okay, so for example, so let me explain to you. Right, so for example, let's say you have a new joiner. Okay, so this new joiner previous company already paid, let's say already paid from January until July. Right, so this month on August, they're new joiner. All right, so data maybe the first month is the first your initial payroll for this month for this employee, but previous company already pay from January until July. So the figure you can put from here. You can put here the figure. Okay, so you can put here what is the gross salary and what is the EPF they already pay. So here everything you need you can key in based on the category they give. Let's say they give the EA form, just follow only. So this one will let's say you update here, right? So in the EA form also automatically update. Okay, so just proceed you run the payroll lah. Okay, so this one automatically will affected your PCB calculation. Okay, so this is for the PCB calculation affected. Right, so this is for the payroll figure tab on. All right, so next. All right, so next, and then next for the HR process flow is a log attendance. Okay, so why we need to log the attendance? Because of, let's say you have the OT or you have the absent, lateness or early out, must perform batch log shift for the payroll month. So if you didn't perform log attendance, so when you sync to the payroll full attendance data, so it won't affected your OT on this one. Okay, so how to perform log attendance? All right, first of all, go to the system. Let me show you where is it. So go to the attendance here, batch log shift. Okay, so please select the date range based on your cutoff. Okay, and then click continue, and then select employee, or maybe you want to select certain only, and then click process. Once you already click the process, so automatically when you pull attendance or maybe you run the salary, then automatically will sync to the payroll. Okay, so you must perform log attendance. All right. And next is a process payroll. All right, so this is a process payroll flow. First, assign fixed transaction, fixed allowance on one time only. Create monthly individual transaction, commission incentive. Example is commission incentive, right? So third is a process payroll. Four is a review payroll, right? So we review for the individual payslip, EA or by EA. So fifth is a payroll control, log the payroll record. Six is a payment, bank or statutory submission or individual payslip or bulk payment. So this is six. We go through one by one of these. All right. So first is how to process the payroll. Okay. So we go to back to our system. We're going to show you how to process the payroll. First of all, need to create the payroll item first. If you have any transaction or allowance, you must go to the go to the payroll here, transaction. So if you have the fixed transaction, please select the fixed transaction here, and please select which employee have the fixed transaction, and you can click add new here, and please enter which affected date, and is that earning or deduction. If earning, so select the earning, which payroll item. Okay. Right, so start date and end date, and what is the regular amount, what is the regular pay, usually it's a month end now. What is the last amount and last pay cycle. So for fixed transaction, we have the start and end. So you can set your start date and end date when. Okay, and what is the last amount for this fixed transaction. So this is the setting for the uh, fixed transaction, means every month now. Also same, we have the deduction now, but the amount we need to put the negative on this one. Okay, so this is for the fixed transaction. All right, so next is for the individual transaction. All right, so let's say individual transaction means if you want to add on, maybe you want to adjust or want to add on more than one allowance, let's say for example, so you can here, you can select which month. All right, so which cycle, and if you want to add the earning, please click edit button here, please click add here, and which date, what is the payroll item, what is the amount here. Okay, same, once already done, put the amount here, and then please tick the checkbox here, click update button, then click save button. This is automatically saved here. Okay, same goes with the deduction. What deduction, just put the amount only, then automatically system will deduct your salary. Okay, so next for the overtime, if you want to manually add on, okay, so click add, which date, what is the payroll item here, okay, is that for work day, what is the hours, how many hours you want to key in, and this is the rate, is that 1.5, 1.0 or 2.0. Okay, and then click save button here, update, and click save button. All right, so this is how to put, same with for the unpaid and leave. This, because this one, if let's say put 1 days, right, so automatically system will calculate based on the formula lah on this one. So this is for the individual transaction. Let's say you want to add on, you want to adjust or something, after process the payroll, you can proceed adjust from here and need to process again your payroll. All right, so this is for the individual transaction. All right, so next we go to the process, and we go to the monthly. Right, so this is how to process. So first thing first, go to the payroll and go to the monthly and go to the here process process monthly. All right, so select the month of this month lah, August. And what is the pay cycle? So please select the payroll cycle. Right, so this is the payment date. Okay, so payment date means the payment date you want to pay the salary lah, when. All right, and then this is the part of the, if you want to pull. So let's say you have attendance data, want to pull the OT or something, please click here, pull attendance data. And let's say your sorry, in the attendance you have the monthly or deduction allowance on the attendance side, so please tick. If you have the claim, tick. For absent and unpaid also we have none shift. So here override pull transaction means, let's say in the transaction there, if you want to re-override again, so please tick here on this one. Okay. All right. So here is for the monthly policy. So you need to include the which policy you create just now in the setting, payroll policy there. Choose which policy and then select here. Okay, and then click next. Right. So this is for the how to if you want to set based on the selected policy, maybe certain employee only. So please use the filter and then click process. Already, let's say you already select the employee. All right. So just click the process. Then process the payroll. So please wait. So this is the status progress for the process payroll. All right. So here we show you the status success. Success means you already official or official run the payroll. If show the success lah. If let's say skip or something, right? So it will show you the message here. What is the error? Okay. So check back, is that the policy is in the period here, is that correct? Already select is it correct or not? So everything is based on period here. Okay. All right. So once already success, how to view? So once already success, to view the payroll, click the payroll review here and click the individual payroll. Okay. So this is the salary we have done initialized just now. Okay. Right. So this is the allowance based on the transaction there, fixed and individual transaction there. So this is the allowance we will have lah on this one. Okay. So this is the total deduction. Right. If you want to view the PCB calculation, just click here. And here is a PCB calculation. Okay. All right. So below here is for the orders information. This is the information lah. So employer contribution here. Okay. Right. So this is for the payroll review. So payroll review is for review and verify payroll result. Is that correct? Is everything okay? Let's say no issue or something, that one, right? So you can proceed to view from payroll review lah on this one. Okay, next, after we already done process the payroll, already review everything is okay, no issue or something. So far, no anything, no issue, or it's okay, everything is already okay. All right, so we go to the payment. Sorry, we go to the process again, and we go to the payroll control. All right, so payroll control, we go to the month end. So why we go to the payroll control? Because we want to log the payroll. Everything's okay, you already done. So need to perform. You need to perform the log payroll. So how to log? Just click the checkbox here, right? Then click log. Right? So it's log here. If you want to unlock, it's okay. Just click the checkbox again. Just unlock. Right? So this is how log or unlock the payroll. So if you don't log, so means payslip will not appear in the apps. So you must log the payroll on this one. Okay. All right. So this is for the payroll control for the log the payroll. Okay. Once already done the payroll log, we go to the generate the bank file. Okay. So where to go? Go to the here payment. Sorry, payroll payment, and go to the bank or statutory submission. And please select the month. Okay. And then, so select the company. Okay, so here we already give you the button to generate the bank file. So you can click generate bank file and you can select the payment date, right? And then you can click download here lah, download button. Right, so bank file, bank type, where to key in, right? So it will follow based on here. So go to the setting, general, company. Okay, right, select the company. Here for general, we have the bank account. So please select your bank account here, your bank account name. Please click edit button. What is your bank account name? What is your bank account number? So this one we have, if you want to key in the certain details also you can, no problem. Right, so we have tick the set as a default bank lah. Okay. Alright, so this is for the uh, set bank account. Statutory. So statutory means the employer part lah, the details of employer part. So please key in the employer. Key in. Okay. Alright, so this is for the statutory. So you need to key in now under setting company. All the details here. Especially for the statutory and bank account lah. All is under company option here. Okay. Once you already key in the details here, we go back to the our payment. Right. So you can here you can download the bank file. All right. And also we have the bank statutory. So if let's say you pay via bank system, we have option to download the bank file here. Okay. And below here is for the government statutory. So means the government part lah. Right. So means you directly pay go to for the government portal. So you can use here to generate the bank file. Okay. Alright, so this is how to generate the statutory government, bank statutory and salary bank file. Okay. So but this one is depends on your company, which bank you are using. So just key in under the company details there on this one. Okay. Alright, so this is for the process flow of the payroll. Alright, so next we go to the report. So we have 1, 2, 3 report here, monthly details interactive, year to date details report interactive, year to date employee statistic. All right. So here, how to go to the report. So first go to the report, and then this is the list of the report we have, but we focus on 3 report only at the moment. Okay. Let me show you where is the report. All right. So first thing first, you able, okay, first go to here. We have the icon report button here. So click report and then click the payroll. Right. So we have, we focus on monthly details interactive. All right. And then we can click generate report here lah. All right. So when you click generate report here, so here which column you can able to view, or you want to take certain column you want to view it, so you can view it from here lah. Okay, and then you can adjust the column here if you are using the payroll details interactive. Let's say if you want to use the payroll normal payroll monthly details, you just click the monthly details here. And then select the company. And then select the pay cycle. Alright, so select the payment date and click generate button. So this is the normal report lah. So this one is a bit complete. So this one we have the total. What is the total employee? What is the grand total here? So from here you can check also. So this one is for the employee. This one for the ER is for the employer. Okay. Alright, so this is really basic. If let's say you have overtime, so fix. This is for the bonus or for the allowance. Okay, and this is the gross pay. Employee, EPF, employee tax, employees also, employee EIS. So this one for the deduction, unpaid leave, lateness, everything here. Zakat, others means let's say you have any others allowance or maybe deduction. So this is the last one is for net pay lah. And the last column is for the employer part only. Okay, so this is for the normal. Alright, so next is for the YTD, year to date interactive. Usually year to date interactive, we are checking for yearly lah. Yearly employee salary on this one. Alright, so this is the setting. Okay. So if you want to show the company also can, you can select the company. So it will show here the company here on this one. Alright, so this one if we want to adjust certain column, if you want to appear lah. If don't want, you just click the year to date details lah. This is the normal one, normal report. So this one don't have any column can select or not or something they want, and this one don't have lah. Just fix like this one only. Okay. So but this one is for YTD lah. Next, last one for the we have the stats and YTD employee stats statistic on this one. But this one based on individual lah. Okay, so click generate button. So this is the individual statistic for employee for salary this year. So you can view from here. Okay. All right. So next, we go to the import tool. We have three: import payroll figure transaction, import payroll individual transaction, or figure take on. So this one, they say if you want to put fixed transaction in more than 10 employee, you can use the import payroll fixed transaction here. Second, for individual transaction also we have. And last one for the payroll figure take on. So this one PFTO lah. Right, so I'm going to show you where to download the template. Alright, so before I go for the import tool, so we go to the break first on 50 minutes. After 50 minutes, we continue on this one. Alright, so 11:15 we continue for the import tools. So I will going to show you how to import tools through the system. Okay. Alright, so after this, we continue to import tools, and then 11:15 we continue. We focus on the import tools. After that, we continue for the Q&A. Alright. Okay, thank you so much. Alright, so we continue our training. So first, this one for the regarding about the import. Alright, so how to generate the import template. Okay, so first go to the here. Sorry, utility, import tools, right? So here is for payroll. Alright. So here is for the which one you want to generate, or maybe you want to import. You can select which template you want. Okay, so for example, first we go to the individual transaction and click next, and then please click download all template here. Alright, so once already download, okay, we're going to show you the report. Sorry, the template. Alright, so this is the template. Okay, so first you need to input the employee ID, employee code, name, transaction year, this one, like example like this one. Okay, name is option. All right, so here is put 2024 month. When month you want to import? This month or next month? Maybe, so example is this month. Yes. Cycle is month end. So what is the payroll item type? Is that earning deduction? So if I say earning, just enter the earning. Okay, so date, usually it's by this month lah. So you just put any date. And then what is the payroll item name? Payroll item name is based on your payroll item there. Is that accruing or maybe accumulated or maybe OT? Okay. And then what is the amount? All right. This one type if let's say based on the OT. Okay. And this is all regarding about the uh, required if payroll item is overtime. Okay. And also this one, if let's say based on overtime, just put the amount here. And then this one for is based on the time off lah. If don't have, just ignore only. Okay. So usually this one is for the pattern of the OT lah. Okay. This is how to in the import tools for the individual transaction. Okay, so we move to here. Here is how to key in the import tools data. Okay, so like this one. This is for the individual transaction. Okay, so next it's for the fixed transaction. Same, just click the download. Right, so this is the transaction. Similar with the individual transaction, this is for the fixed transaction. So first you need to key in the employee ID. Where is the effective date? The payroll item type, earning or deduction. Payroll item name. So payroll item name just follow based on payroll item you create from the setting, payroll item there. And what is the start date and end date? Okay. And what is the regular amount? Is that 100, 200? So means it's a fixed. Every month we'll get this amount. And then the regular pay cycle means a month end example. And last amount is an option. Last payment cycle option and remark also option. But I suggest you key in lah because this one to remind you lah where is the last one we'll get this this allowance. Okay. So this is for the template for the fixed transaction. So next we go to the last one for the figure payroll tag on. Okay. So this is for the PFTO. So let's say you don't want to put maybe more than 10 employee you want to key in, right? So I suggest you use the payroll import tools. Okay. Okay, this one. Company label, please put your company name or maybe it's a company code. Year, year is by this year. Full name is your name. Employee ID is an employee ID from the workspace system. Right, so this is the section category. What is the gross salary? What is the gross tips they already have? And then what is, let's say you have benefit in kind. Everything is you can key in from here lah. And also we have the others, employer, employee. So usually it's an employee, employer, the zakat. If let's say you have the social EIS for employee here. So this is for the F1. Regarding about the petrol allowance. Okay, if have, just key in from here lah. Right, so this is for the PFTO. Just key in import and automatically system will detect in the PFTO when you run the payroll after this, and then you can generate the uh, payroll and automatically PCB will calculate based on PFTO you key in lah on this one. All right. So this is for the three usually are using when during the implementation stage. Okay, so this is for the PFTO import tools. Okay, next we go back to our slide. All right, so what you should do next. So this is the action. Maybe your first time run, or maybe you're still during the implementation stage, right? So this is the step you need to do next now, together with your implementer, right? So first, prepare PFTO for all employee. Second is a prepare fixed transaction for all employee in the template. Third is a prepare individual transaction for the payroll month. And then double check data import to system is correct. And try run the payroll process. Okay, so and then second, 6, try download bank file statutory. Then try upload the bank file statutory to related portal lah. And last one is raise the ticket in Worksy, support at worksy.io. If you like to have a copy of this slide on video recording lah. Alright. So the below there is a take note. So make sure all trial payslip need to delete before go live. Right? Okay, so this is what action you need to do after this. So maybe you can discuss with your implementer during the implementation stage. Okay, so you can discuss and you can check with them. And maybe some of the data implementer will ask you to prepare lah. So this is the data you need to prepare lah after this. Okay, all right. So Q&A. So anything, question, or you want to ask me anything, you just drop the Q&A, the Q&A platform there. I will will answer you directly from there. Okay. Just drop only. I will focus your Q&A. Just we prepare from there. All right. Thank you.